In the bustling heart of a city where skyscrapers pierce the sky and dreams chase the horizon, a powerful CEO named Alex Carter thought he'd sealed his heart away forever. Widowed young, with a toddler daughter who lit up his world, he focused on boardrooms and bottom lines, convinced love was a luxury he couldn't afford again. But fate has a way of rewriting the rules. And one ordinary evening, it tossed him into a story he never saw coming, a tale of unexpected connection that would thaw his guarded soul and remind him that sometimes the simplest hearts hold the greatest strength. Picture this. Late afternoon sunlight filters through the floor-to-ceiling windows of Alex's upscale apartment, turning the chaos of toys and half-finished snacks into a warm, golden mess. 3.5-year-old Ellie, with her wild curls and infectious laugh, is buried in a fortress of pillows, declaring war on imaginary dragons. Alex, sleeves pushed up on his crisp shirt, kneels beside her, fumbling with a puzzle that's supposed to form a cheerful duck. His phone vibrates insistently on the table. He grabs it, exasperated. This better be quick, I'm battling duck parts. Here, it's his buddy Mike, on the line, sounding desperate. Alex, I need a huge favor. I've got this blind date tonight, but something came up. Can you go in my place? Just show up, be charming for an hour. Alex pauses, glancing at Ellie, sticking a glittery decal on his pant leg. A blind date, for someone else. The idea amuses him in a twisted way. Fine, he says, but I'm bringing Ellie. Let's see how fast she bolts when a kid crashes the party. Mike protests, but Alex hangs up, scooping Ellie into a hug. We're going on an adventure, kiddo, to meet a lady. Ellie's eyes widen. Is she fun? Can my stuffed rabbit come? Absolutely, Alex replies with a grin. Rabbits are secret weapon. He dresses her in a sunny yellow dress dotted with daisies, throws on a jacket over his work clothes, and they're off. Weaving through the evening rush of honking cars and glowing streetlights, but just blocks from the upscale bistro, Alex spots trouble, a young woman arguing with a cab driver under the fading daylight. I handed you a 20, she insists, her voice steady but edged with frustration. Her hair, a soft blonde in a loose braid, catches the breeze, and her worn coat looks too light for the chill creeping in. The driver snarls back, it was a 10. Pay up or walk. Without thinking, Alex pulls over, Ellie in his arms, and steps in. Everything okay? The woman turns, her green eyes flashing with independence. The driver shrugs dismissively. Alex fishes out a 20 from his wallet. Here, that should settle it. The cab speeds off, and the woman faces him, cheeks pink. You didn't have to do that. I was handling it. Maybe, Alex says, shifting Ellie on his hip. But you looked stuck. She digs into her bag and pulls out a crumpled bill. Then take this. I don't like owing people. He hesitates, but her gaze is so earnest, so unyielding, that he accepts it. Thanks. As he walks away, Ellie whispers, she's pretty, Daddy. Don't start. Alex mutters, but her words linger. Along with the woman's quiet pride. At the restaurant, a cozy spot with candlelit tables and soft jazz, the host leads them to a secluded corner. Alex requests a booster seat for Ellie, who bounces excitedly, rabbit in hand. And then he sees her, the woman from the street, now in a simple blue dress, her braid tidied, looking as surprised as he feels. You, they say in unison. Ellie gasps. It's the nice lady from outside. The woman Sarah, as she introduces herself, recovers first, kneeling to Ellie's level with a warm smile. And who's this fluffy friend? Mr. Rabbit. Ellie beams. Ellie, well, Ellie. Mr. Rabbit looks like a great adventurer. Sarah's ease with his daughter disarms Alex completely. They sit, Ellie between them, and Alex explains the mix-up. Mike bailed, sent me instead. Didn't mention the +1. Sarah laughs lightly. I don't mind. She's a delight. As dinner unfolds, Alex watches in quiet astonishment. Sarah doesn't pry about his job or flash. Instead, she chats with Ellie about favorite colors and silly songs. When Ellie asks to sit in her lap, Sarah welcomes her without hesitation, tickling her gently and sharing bites of bread. Ellie's laughter rings out, pure and joyful, something Alex hasn't heard so freely in too long. You're great with kids, he admits, his usual reserve cracking. I work at a daycare, Sarah replies modestly. Kids are honest, they remind us to keep things simple. They order mac and cheese for Ellie, a light pasta for Sarah, grilled chicken for Alex, but he barely eats. Too captivated by how Sarah weaves stories for Ellie, about a brave little fox outsmarting the forest. No agenda, no expectations, just genuine warmth. As the meal winds down, Ellie yawns, and Sarah shares a bit more. I started at the center recently. Grew up raising my younger sister after our parents passed in an accident. Dropped college to make sure she had stability. Now she's off on her own, and I bake treats on the side to make ends meet, cupcakes, shaped like animals, that sort of thing. Her story hits Alex like a quiet storm. No complaints, just resilience. And when Ellie mentions a fox story from class, it clicks. Sarah works at Ellie's daycare. She hadn't known. The roster only lists first names. You already know my girl, Alex says, stunned. Sarah's eyes soften. She's one of my favorites. So curious and kind. The check arrives, and Alex feigns forgetting his wallet test, born from years of people wanting his wealth. But Sarah doesn't flinch. I'll get it, she says, pulling out her card. I devoured those desserts anyway. He stares. You sure? Absolutely. It's just food and good company. In that moment, Alex feels a wall crumble. No one has treated him like this. Equal, unassuming. As they leave, he offers her a ride in his sleek car, but she declines. I like walking. Clears my head after a long day. Ellie protests sleepily. Come home with us, Miss Sarah. Sarah kneels, tucking a curl behind Ellie's ear. We'll see each other soon, sweetie. Sweet dreams. Alex watches her walk away, her figure fading into the twilight, choosing solitude over convenience. Concern nags at him. He has the driver circle discreetly, ensuring she gets home safe. Her building is modest, an old walk-up with creaky stairs. Through a window, he glimpses her small apartment. Boiling water for tea, eating simple ramen, mending a worn sweater with careful stitches. It's humble, hardworking, and it stirs something deep in him. Not pity, but respect. That night, sleep evades him. Sarah's kindness replays her laugh, her stories, her refusal to take more than she gives. By morning, he finds her side bakery online, a charming site with homemade photos, and places a massive anonymous order. Dozens of cookies and muffins, rushed delivery. Not to impress, but to support. Days blur into sweet moments. Quick texts about Ellie's antics. A park picnic where Sarah teaches her to spot cloud shapes. A coffee run that stretches into hours of easy talk. Nothing labeled, but a spark grows. Warming the emptiness Alex has carried since losing his wife Emily to illness years ago. Then, silence. No responses. Worry builds. A week later, a handwritten note arrives at his office. Alex, this is hard to write, but I have to be honest. You're wonderful, a devoted dad who makes Ellie feel so loved. But our worlds don't match. I scrape by with 2 jobs. Mend my clothes. Count every penny. You have success I can't imagine. I don't fit in your life. And I won't drag you down. Tell Ellie she's the brightest star I've met. Take care, Sarah. The words gut him. He types replies, deletes them. She's chosen distance. But Ellie notices. Is Miss Sarah okay, Daddy? She promised to teach me a butterfly song. Alex's heart aches. She's just ... busy, sweetie. But she thinks you're amazing. Ellie's small face crumples. Did I make her sad? No, honey. Grown-ups get scared sometimes that they're not enough. But she is enough, Ellie insists, her innocence piercing. That night, Ellie draws a picture, 3 stick figures under a rainbow: dad, me, Saruth hearts, and a lopsided home. Our family, she says proudly. The drawing shatters Alex's resolve. He's hidden behind grief too long, fearing loss again. Emily's final words, love our girl, echo, but he realizes she's urging him forward, not backward. He heads to the daycare, finding Sarah amid colorful chaos, fixing a toy for a child. She startles at his approach. Alex, ... He hands her the drawing. Ellie made this. She disagrees with your note. So do I. Tears well in Sarah's eyes as she unfolds it. I don't want to complicate things. You're not complicating, you're completing, Alex says, voice raw. I lost Emily, and I've blamed myself ever since. Thought I didn't deserve happiness. But you make us feel alive again. Ellie laughs more. I breathe easier. Please, give us a chance. She searches his face, then steps into his embrace, the drawing between them like a promise. I just wanted to be enough, she whispers. You are, he replies. More than months later, at a cozy community center story hour, sunlight dances across the room as Sarah reads to a circle of kids about a wandering bird finding its flock. Ellie nestles in her lap, enthralled. Alex watches from afar, heartful. As the session ends, he approaches, in front of lingering families. He speaks from the soul. I used to believe love was a risk too high after loss. But you showed me it's about showing up, day by day. You didn't seek my world, you brought light to it. Sarah, you've made us whole. Ellie chimes in, hugging them both. Your family now. Sarah smiles through tears. I finally feel like I belong. In that moment, under the warm glow, Alex knows, love isn't about grand gestures or perfect matches. It's about choosing kindness, embracing flaws, and building a life together, one small step at a time. And to you, listening now, whether you're chasing dreams in a big city or finding quiet joy in everyday moments, remember this: true connection often arrives unannounced, in the form of someone who sees your heart, not your status. Don't let fear close the door. Open it wide, because the love you deserve might be waiting just outside, ready to prove you're enough, exactly as you are. Keep believing your story is still unfolding.